our people's book you'll hear prophets whisper to your heart. Truth our fathers knew and loved calls to you from long ago. Cliffs of darkness fade away, God's true light will show the way.
I miss Grandfather. Do you miss him too?
Do
you still think about Grandfather?
Just because Grandfather died, we can't forget him. Yes, I still think about him.
Do you think he still remembers us?
He just died a week ago. He still remembers us, Tommy.
Maybe it's different in the spirit world. Maybe people forget fast up there.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think Grandfather still remembers us.
Why don't we go to church sometimes? We could learn about heaven and those kind of things.
Breakfast is ready. Come now, we'll eat.
Let's eat, Tommy. You asked too many questions.
I think Tommy had a good question. Why don't we go to church? I think it would do us good.
Church would just confuse us. It doesn't help. There are too many religions anyway. Churches don't know the answers.
Grandfather believed the Mormon church when the elders taught him, and they baptized him too.
Grandfather was old and forgetful. He wouldn't have left his Indian ways if he'd known what he was doing.
I believe Grandfather knew what he was doing. He lived God's laws better than we do.
I'm going to town this afternoon. I'll need a clean shirt, Mom.
You go to town every Saturday. Why don't you quit running around with Dwayne? You'll get in real trouble one of these days.
Why don't you mind your own business?
All right, finish your breakfast. Both of you get in trouble if you keep talking that way.
When will you get your homework done, Raymond? And your grades are poor too, Sandra.
I'm going to quit school, so I've only got a few months to go. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm quitting too. I couldn't stand it another year.
School will keep you out of trouble, and you're not quitting, so that's that. You're going to stay till you graduate. You got to learn to take responsibility. Tommy, let's walk up to the cliffs today. Would you like that?
Yes, I like it there.
Well, if you're through, let's go. We'll be back in a few hours.
You should be out looking for a job, Henry, not wandering around in the past. The cliffs of our ancestors won't buy bread for us. Can't you see, Henry? You're wasting your time, just like Sandra and Raymond. When are you going to find work and take responsibility?
I'll look for work next week. Can't waste a day like this. Come on, Tommy. It's a good day to see the cliffs.
Father had tried to find work, but good jobs were hard to find for someone without education or training. Mr. Medina wanted to be a good father, but he faced many discouraging problems. Today, he would walk into the past, hoping to forget the present.
Tommy, there's the cliffs where our village was many, many years ago. That's where our people lived when they had the good life. When they lived here, life was good, not like it is now.
When our people lived in these cliffs, they were called cliff dwellers. We read about them in school. How do you know they had a good life?
They lived the true Indian ways. Those were the good ways. They didn't worry about jobs or school, money. They just lived in peace.
Our teacher said they lived in fear. That's why they lived here in the cliffs. This was their protection from enemies. They were cold in the winter, and they often starved because of poor crops. There were no hospitals, no schools. I don't know if I'd like that.
You learned too much in school. Their schools were at home in the Kiva with the medicine men. They learned the Indian ways. This was good for them. We must remember our ancestors, Tommy. We must be true to them. Don't turn from the ways of your fathers. Remember, you are an Indian.
Our teacher said these cliffs are much older than our village, but these cliff houses are not very old either. What about the ways of our people before they were cliff dwellers? What was their life like before they were forced to move to these cliffs?
I don't know. I never went to school much. You asked too many questions.
Grandfather never went to school, but he knew about these things, talked about it sometimes. He says he learned about the early life of our people from the Indian book.
You mean the Book of Mormon? Yes, he told me about that too. I wanted to hear more, but I never took the time. It would be good to know about our people before they came to these cliffs. We'll have to talk about that some more, but we'd better start home now.
The two were silent as they walked toward home. Tommy was thinking about Grandfather. Mr. Medina felt discouraged. Inside, Father knew that he should have spent the day looking for a job. Going to the cliffs was only a way to hide from his problems, and now the problems seemed greater than ever. As the two neared home, they saw Albert Tillman out working in his garden.
Hello, Henry. Hello. You look tired.
Yes, a little tired. We've been up to the cliffs. We're more thirsty than anything else.
Well, come on in. I'll get Karma to fix us some punch. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure does.
Fix some punch, will you, Karma? Mr. Medina and his boy are thirsty.
Me too. I'm thirsty for some cold strawberry punch.
All right, I'll fix enough for all of us.
Albert, you're a Mormon, aren't you? I mean, you go to church that reads the Book of Mormon?
Yes, that's right.
Grandfather joined that church. He was baptized by Mormons.
I didn't know that. Where does he live?
He lived over in Acoma, so you wouldn't know him. He was my wife's father. He died last week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Say, does that book really tell about our people long ago, even before they lived in the cliffs?
Yes, it was written more than 1,000 years before cliff houses were built. It was written by our people very long ago.
Here's some strawberry punch.
Thank you.
Looks good, Karma. Thank you.
We'll stay in the kitchen. Why don't you men go in the other room and sit?
Albert, you're an Indian. How could you join a white man's church?
If you would read the book of our people, you'd know the answer. You see, Henry, I now belong to the true church of God. It's not a white man's church. It's the same church our people had long ago, long before they moved into the cliffs of darkness. You're a good man, Henry, and you want to be true to your fathers. You feel I've gone against our people by joining the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But the truth is, I have joined the church of our ancestors. I am following the true ways of our fathers. Their ways long ago were the ways of Jesus Christ.
Well, the Indian ways are good enough for me. I don't want to change.
You're free to do as you wish, Henry, but your life would be happier if you would learn the whole truth.
What do you mean, the whole truth?
Grandfather used to say that God wants us to search for the whole truth.
Some things in the Indian ways are good, but just like in other religions, only part of the truth is there. This deer was once a beautiful creature. It was alive. It ran in the hills and forest. Now part of the body hangs here on the wall. It looks alive and real, but it's just stuffed with wood and paper. Before our people moved into cliffs of darkness, they knew the teachings of Jesus Christ. They belonged to the true church of God. But then, like this deer, the church was killed and cut apart. Some took one part of truth, and some another. Look at this head. It is like the religions of the world. It is made to look real, but it is not whole. It has eyes of glass. This deer head may look alive and real, but it is not the true animal. To you, Henry, the Indian religion looks true. To others, a Protestant or Catholic church may look true. But God knows what the whole and perfect religion should be. And He knows these other churches are false inside. God knows they have eyes of glass. Many churches read the Bible, and they even use the name of Jesus Christ, but they are like this false deer head. It uses the hide and horns and name of the deer, but inside it is made of wood and paper. For the deer to be real, it must have all the parts and it must be alive. For a church to be true, it must have all the parts, and it must be alive with God's power. The true religion of Jesus Christ was killed and torn apart. It has been divided into many religions.
Let's go outside and play, Tommy.
No, I want to hear about this.
I'm going out. Come on out later if you want to.
Okay.
If the truth was killed and torn apart, how can you say it's alive again? The deer cannot come alive even if you put all the parts back together.
You are right, Henry. We have no power to make this deer come alive again. And man cannot make God's true religion come alive again either. It's only God who has the power to make this same beautiful animal new and perfect. And only God can bring the true religion back to earth again. You see, Henry, God brought the same perfect truth back to earth again. The Church of Jesus Christ, which our fathers once knew, is here now. I belong to his church. I know it is the whole truth alive again. I know it is the same church which the people of the Bible knew and wrote about.
But how did God do this? How did he bring his true religion back on earth again? If the true church was killed and cut apart, how did he bring it back?
The truth was born again through a prophet. God called a mighty prophet to do this important work. The prophet's name was Joseph Smith. Henry, hand me that book on the table beside you. That book helped the truth to be born again. This is the Book of Mormon. It was written by our people. Long before the cliff houses, when the true church was alive, our people wrote about it here in this book. And now the whole world can know the truth which our fathers once knew and wrote about. Learn the truth of your fathers, Henry. Read their book.
Well, Tommy and I have stayed too long. We must go now. I almost wish I believed as you do.
Grandfather believed that way.
I think Tommy would stay all day. He's interested all right, but we must go now. Thanks for the punch.
Goodbye. Come again and bring your family. Goodbye.
Come again soon.
Goodbye, Tommy.
Bye, Susan. Father, let's learn more about the old ways of our people. Looking at the cliffs doesn't teach us much. Let's read the Book of Mormon.
Tommy, sometimes I feel like I live in a cliff of darkness. Life is filled with so many problems. But you're too young to feel discouragement.
Can we read the Book of Mormon sometimes? That might make us happy. It made Grandfather happy.
Maybe someday, Tommy. Let's hurry home now. I'm hungry.
Cliffs of darkness fade away.